there was balance, just the improvement in 36 hours. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, I would have to say the majority of our practices have looked like that, having that unselfishness and ball and player movement, to the point in practice, it's looked more often like that I've really questioned whether our defense is any good. And that's why it was probably disappointing for all of us to play the way we did offensively against Orlando. But it was much more to our identity tonight. There's no question about it. More threats, more people involved, more things that are in our wheelhouse. And then defensively, obviously some really good performances, but overall team performance, particularly in that second half where we had to grind it out against a team that's been playing, great offensively through their first two preseason games and their opener.
And Erik, this is 8 in a row on Christmas for you guys now. 8 straight wins on the holiday. These are big games for everybody, and it's always nice to be on national TV and all of that. But does it just seem like maybe it just might mean a little bit more to you guys? Just given the results and how,
in what way?
I mean, teams don't win 8 in a row on Christmas. I mean,
games I wasn't even aware of that. It just shows you that we've had some really good teams here, and teams that have earned the opportunity to play on Christmas. So much in our world has changed, and it's just great, to be able to do this. And I'm sure as I get back to my phone, I'm sure my family was able to see the game, our friends, try to normalize this as much as we possibly can.
Thanks, Bo.
Up next, we have Ira Winderman.
Erik, a couple of things. Can you take us through the Jimmy Butler situation, the fact that you decided to let him go? Did something happen at halftime? Was that your decision, his decision? Take us through the medicals, if you could, please.
Yeah, it was a group decision. He sprained in the Orlando game, and even in the second half, he wasn't moving, the way he typically wants to, and it just stiffened up. So we really felt that the smartest decision right now is not to force it.
And then the first half, it was a free-for-all, but the second half was much more of a grind game.
Yeah.
What does it say about the way you guys were able to thrive in the grind game and how seamlessly it looks like Avery Bradley fits into that grind game? Thank you.
Yeah, probably when it got more into that kind of game is when he really started to look different and probably a lot more comfortable. And they were being a lot more physical with us in the second half, bumping us out of our normal flow and our actions. They're a good defensive team. They're much improved already, on that end. So it's good to see us respond to that physicality and find some different ways to execute under that pressure. But AB was also outstanding, defensively, hawking a guy does a lot of the things that our guys do, running off a myriad of screens. And Redick, I'm sure he's played him, 100 plus times in his career, but Redick was a big factor in their Game 1 win.
All right, up next, we have Anthony Chang.
Hey, so the decision to start Myers today, was that based on the matchup today with New Orleans size, or was that something you want to take a look at?
Yeah, look, this team, New Orleans, is so unique. I mean, the level of size and physicality that they bring on the front line is just unusual in today's NBA. And we just felt, for this game that it was a better matchup. And I thought, Myers gave us some really good minutes. Just big size, spaced the floor for us on the other end. 5 hard fouls. He's plugging the paint defensively, communicating the way he normally does. And he's such a great, team guy. He keeps himself ready, and he made the most of these moments.
And one more for me. Is any part of you surprised by how sharp Goran looks to start the season? Just the short off season, the injury, didn't play much in the preseason. He comes out and he's Goran of old.
Yeah. I mean, how many times, what is this? Yeah, we're the same. So 13th, start of a season in this league. He's a decorated veteran. He keeps himself in great shape and at a high fitness level. So really, it's just about getting your basketball rhythm. It's a great lesson to any young player. As long as you're not woefully out of shape during the off season, you can get it back with experience pretty quickly. And he just plays off of his mind and his experience at this point in his career.
Next, we have David Ramil with Locked On Heat.
Hey, Eric, towards the end of the game when things got a little bit close there, it seemed like you felt comfortable leaving Precious out on the floor. Was there something that you were expecting from him? How did he produce and those kind of minutes, defensively in particular?
He's really improved just in the 2 weeks that we've worked with him. I mean, we all can't imagine, how much further he'd be advanced if we had our normal summer league and full summer player development program and the September prep. He's a quick study, and he's very diligent and committed to the work and studying film and getting with the coaches. He picks up things very quickly. That's probably a skill unto itself. So defensively, he was really good. Particularly in that fourth quarter, even though Williamson still got some offensive rebounds and finds a way to get to that free throw line. That's one of the tougher frontline covers in this entire league.
Was there any reason that Bradley didn't play in the first game and then did play today? And obviously he seems like he's effective and in great shape.
Yeah. I probably would not have liked or planned to play him this many minutes. Look, it's been 9.5 months. We were looking at the big picture with this. He played so well. We just left him in there. And we had a lot of timeouts and longer timeouts in this one. He also is an extremely high fitness level, and he kept himself in great shape, while we were in the bubble. But NBA games are different, and he's just working his way, back into this and into the rhythm with a new team, finding a comfort level. So I wanted to do, bring him along slowly at the beginning of the year. Those plans kind of went out the window, I guess, tonight or today.
Thank you.
Up next, we have Wes Lammy.
Hey, Spo, good to see you. Merry Christmas again. But thanks, Spo. Spo, obviously in that first quarter, it must have meant a lot to you when you were able to call up Avery, Andre, Goran to come in just to warm things up a little bit better when you guys committed those turnovers and obviously close out that first quarter.
That's a great luxury. If you want to do, great things in this league, you have to have really experienced, talented veteran players. And we have 3 of them, coming off the bench and even more than that. But these guys have incredible playoff experience in this league. And that can stabilize your lineup. So you can play a rookie like Precious, and they just kind of direct him and tell him where to go all the time, and he can just play off his instincts while he's learning this league and learning our system. It's a great luxury for us to have.
All right, that's it, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.